The unknown has a projectile like a cannon that can apply the weaken status effect on survivors that are inside its radius. Once a survivor is weakened, the next time they get hit by the projectile, they lose a health state. The unknown has the ability to spawn projections that he can teleport to once he's not on cooldown. I make this video because the unknown is and has received an update a few days ago, and I wanted to do some matches before the update, and I also wanted to learn how to play this character. So these are the 30 matches that I managed to record before the update went live, and I want to show you all the stats, and I'm going to put them on the screen. Next, you'll see the highlights of the most interesting matches and the most interesting things that I managed to pull off. And let's get to work. In this match, I didn't have the audio recording, unfortunately, so I'm going to cut to the last bit of the match where I literally thought I was going to lose this one. The gens weren't good. I didn't manage to hold a 3 gen. The survivors were pretty good, pretty altruistic. They managed to get I think 2 or 3 flashlight saves on me, which really made me lose some ground and some pressure. But in the end, I'm not exactly sure. I don't know why they decided to be even more altruistic than they were, because I think this cost them the game. They could have literally won with maybe 1 kill. In the end, it worked out in my favor, but I wasn't expecting to win this match at all. Weird explosion there. I'm not sure how far it was, and it didn't hit them. I almost get blinded again. I wasn't really tunneling, I was more trying to understand how the projectile was bouncing, and this is one of my first matches. I didn't have, I think maybe I played 10 matches before. Nice death hard there, buddy. I think I played a maximum of 10 matches with unknown before, and I still didn't know how to use his projectile. As you see, the match didn't look promising at all, but you'll see how I managed to turn this pretty obvious loss into a win with the thanks of altruistic survivors. She lost the 50-50 here. I'm not exactly sure why she didn't vault. Here, as the last gen popped, I only managed to secure 1 kill, which is very unfortunate. But everybody, I think, was death hook at this point. A snowball could be happening, and luckily, friends till the end really made a difference here. The big problem is that I could have injured the Feng Ming with the projectile and have her injured. Maybe hooking basement here wasn't such a good idea. In the end, I'm not exactly sure why she stuck up for the save. Uh, I didn't know how to get down faster, so I lost some time here because the Fong Ming managed to rescue, but the thing is didn't have she couldn't make it too far, and the Fang was still here. I hit disable here in case of the record, and she was still standing, wasting time. I tried to bounce the projectile, but she was hiding in the lockers. So yeah, this is my first recording match of the unknown. We got the 4 kill because once again, friends till the end came in clutch here. Really, really underrated perk, especially on killers with high mobility. I managed to get the weekend here, which is pretty good for the skills that I had. Here I'm not exactly sure why it bounced back onto me. It it was a weird bounce there. I could have ended the match a lot earlier if the bounce didn't go back into me. And she was dead here. One mind game and GG. So this match I got 4 kills and this is the first win that I recorded so far. This Mori looked so cool with the projection disappearing in the background. On the next match, unfortunately, I got sent to TOBA landing, a very hard map for unknown because the collision of a lot of structure here is really weird. The projectile will bounce very unpredictably. I did manage to injure the Meg here pretty quickly and managed to get a down on her. She also turned into the obsession, which is very good for the furtive chase. The match continued pretty good forward, even though I was in a bad map. I managed to hit her to the wall. So a quick advice is that whenever you're looping shack or any structure that has a wall, it's better be to stay a little bit far away from the wall so the projectile doesn't hit you. The next hit came in pretty quickly, so I decided to go back to the hook to see if the survivors wanted to unhook her, but it doesn't seem like they were close. So I decided to pick her up and place her on the hook. It seems that they played pretty good here, they were very efficient. Unfortunately, that hard doesn't work. You need to be more unpredictable. And as you see, no kills and the last gen was popped. We got into endgame, they managed to rescue the unhook and I couldn't do much here. I tried to stay hidden so the weekend doesn't disappear, but I didn't, but the cooldown was too long and she managed to make it out, and this is my first loss. This match we started on Haddonfield LAMPKIN lane, which is a pretty good map since it's very small and the loops are pretty good when it comes to the way projectile bounce out the way the projectiles bounce. They managed to do one gen, but I already had a person dead on hook and also managed to kill Dwight here. So now I have 10% haste and I'm undetectable. I didn't see, I couldn't see the person who screamed, but I found Michaela here and managed to down her pretty quickly. She tried to death hard, it didn't work. I kicked the gen here because it was almost done. and right on hook with her. We are going to see who screams, and I'm undetectable yet again, which is very good. Maybe I can approach her quietly. The projectile here bounced very weirdly. I think I should have went a little bit further away. I managed to secure one kill with one generator left, and now I see where Dwight was going and managed to cut him off. It I should have shot maybe a little bit further away so it didn't show it, so it wouldn't bounce. I was hearing Sable here, but I went down and I didn't find her, which is very weird. And I managed to pop the last gen. Everybody was weakened, so it wasn't such a bad position that I was in. This was a very good position to be in, since things could snowball pretty easily. They managed to open the gate, and Michaela was pretty far away from the gate that they opened. I managed to hit her. Somebody was lingering here, and she's dead because of that wall bounce. I think I played that pretty good. Dwight came in trying to take a hit for Michaela, but you can't really do that against unknown. This time I didn't remember that she had death hard, so yeah, I kinda fumbled that. It could have been a 3 kill, which would have made things pretty good. And in the end I failed to hit that last shot, which would have been pretty good. That would have made me win the game. It was my mistake, and I think I still played pretty good even after making that mistake, but it's not a big deal. I'm okay with the result anyway. And we got 2 kills. This match at BADHAM Preschool, which is a extremely bad map, ended up very quickly, and you will see why. It seems that the problem where survivors literally DC at 5 gen became a thing again, since it happened a lot a lot of times recently to me as well, and I'm not exactly sure why it's happening again. And it's not like I'm playing a extremely good killer like Blight or Nerf. Here I was running Pop and Pain Res and DMS, but still, after getting two people down, because literally she was in my face, that was the best thing for me to do, to slug the mech down and kill the Sable. So that's what I did, but yeah, unfortunately Sable didn't like that and she DC'd at 5 gen. Insta save, and this was literally the match here. I'm not exactly sure, like, it's so weird that this problem that DBD had was gone for a while, but it's back now. And it makes me sad because I literally wait even 10 minutes for a match, and when I actually start playing the game as a killer, survivors DC on first chase and at 5 gens, which is very not good. after I already knew the match was going to end, so I decided to try my best to learn some more ways that I can shoot, since the survivors were giving up, and this was good practice. In the end, I let the Rebecca just leave. I was just staying AFK for the most part until these guys kill themselves. So this is the fourth match. Actually, this was my fourth match. It took her a while until the bot Sable died. Unfortunately, the bots don't kill them. The bots don't kill themselves on hook, and yeah, the Rebecca here found the hatch, and we got our second win, which didn't feel good at all. We started on Coldwind Farm. This time, this match, we are running the build with Furtive Chase and Friends Till the End. It seems like the survivors were pretty close to... We managed to get a down, not quick, because I'm pretty sure they almost had at least 2 gens completed by now. I decided to switch up the build to try this one again. The reason I switched to the other build was because people really do gens really fast, and I'm losing most of the time because obviously I don't manage to kill everyone. I don't manage to down everyone that quickly, and as you see, that was literally my second down, and I was already at 2 gens left, which was very bad. Claudette here played incredibly well. She never let me get close to her and use my Friends Till the End on her. I managed to down her here, but even with the Furtive Chase undetectable and speed boost, it didn't really matter. The game was just already ending. We were very close to end game. I shoot that projectile pretty badly there. I thought she was further away. I decided to go back and start a chase with Claudette, but it still didn't end up well. The Nia here was very annoying, if I can say that, even though she fumbled pretty bad. There wasn't much I could have done. The last gen is close to popping. I do get the undetectable here, but I don't make much with it. She played it pretty badly, and we downed her. They kinda slowed down in the end. I think I managed to put some pressure on them, and the last gen and the last gen didn't pop for quite a while. Unfortunately, it popped now, so and they also get the unhook. I have 2 people weakened. I'm not exactly sure what she tried to do there. She was on the wrong side of the pallet. Here I think I should have just camped for the one kill, but it seems that the Kate didn't play that well, and I managed to down her. This shot was insane. I didn't think it would actually go past that building. Unfortunately, after having one good shot, the next one is completely trash. Even though that shot was trash, I managed to actually hit another good shot here, and I decided to actually just slug the Claudette here a little bit, hide myself from Nia so she can't deal with my so she can't get rid of my weekend. But I missed that shot there, and she had enough time to get rid of the weekend that's effect, not weekend. I decided to go back to Claudia here and pick her up. I didn't think Nia was that close, and unfortunately I didn't have enough time to pick Claudette after the stun. Not exactly sure, but maybe I could have tried that on better ping. I think that would have worked on other cases. I missed this shot. Nia makes it pretty far away. Not a good pallet for her if she loses the 50-50, but I can't really use my power, so I decide to wait for her until she makes a move, since the timer is up and she has to try something unless she will die by the endgame timer. I think I should have used my teleport there, because I knew she was going into this direction, and I could have gotten the down quicker. I wouldn't have had the teleport to go here and bully the Claude out, but it really didn't matter in the end, since I only managed to get that one kill, which was very unfortunate, and this is my second loss. We spawned on an indoor map this time. We spawned on HAWKINS laboratory. I decided to change back to the Pain Res DMS pop build, because I was really having trouble with generators being too fast. I couldn't find anyone for quite a while, but I managed to get the weekend status effect on the Yunjin and a hit on Nia. She also dropped a pretty bad pallet there, so that's good. Here she couldn't really do much, since this pallet is really bad, and I thought that I would miss because I kinda got stuck onto that thing down at the corner there. But guess what? It didn't really matter. She literally had a pretty good chase, but I think she didn't like it, so she DC'd at 5 gens. And what can I say? You can't play killer. You literally, it's so weird. You either go against extremely good survivors that bring everything, and you know, unless you are very good, or playing killers like Blight or Nurse, you can't do much. But I don't play extremely good killers, and people DC at 5 gens. Obviously this match didn't last longer. I couldn't really care much about anything else, since everybody was DCing. For some reason though, the Gabriel and Alan didn't really like what I was doing, and he was staring me down. But these two guys didn't disconnect, which kinda made the game took a little bit longer. So it's very unfortunate because you really just, it's either you win because the survivors bring strong stuff, or you win because survivors DC, or they're just bad. The MMR is so weird, it makes matches so weird, because I had very few draws. I mean, in all of the 30 matches that I played, I think I had like 3 or 4 draws in total. When it comes to winning and losing, it's kinda close. But I don't think I had a lot of matches where the survivors play really well and I still managed to kill them. And I still managed to get the 3k or 4k. Usually they just play bad and I win. Or they play extremely good, they do gens in a few seconds and I lose. And this is how it goes most of the time. We are playing on Suffocation Pit this time. Let's hope we actually manage to do something here. And let's also hope survivors don't DC right away. They didn't really seem to go towards gens. The only two that did that were the ones that remained where they spawned. Jill here didn't really play good at all. I mean, she kinda got down in a few seconds, which is very good for me because I think I managed to get to that hook. I don't remember exactly, and yes, I do get to this hook. Later on you'll see that one time I didn't actually reach that hook. I get the DMS, I get the pain res, which is very good because that means the generator regressed. I managed to get it down on Lara here. I did that in case somebody was there. And this is the hook that I tried and I didn't make it to it, which is very unfortunate. I think maybe because I got stuck there for a second. I literally was 1 second off. Maybe if I started spamming space, since I saw the prompt there, as like you saw, the prompt was there for a split second. From here on, the chase wasn't that great since the main building here is kinda hard to loop, and I didn't have any of the breakable walls broken. She lost the 50-50 here because this palette is kinda bad if you play it like she did. And I managed to get my second hook, and I also get the pain res, and I know that they are doing that gen. I'm not exactly sure if that shot would have hit or if it actually goes that far. Jill here didn't see me teleporting, and she got downed again. A really quick down. Most of the survivors are injured, which is very good for me. I managed to get my first hook on this survivor here on UE, and another pain res. I couldn't really wait for DMS because the cooldown was pretty long. I won a mind game here, waited for the death heart in case she had it, and luckily I have both and managed to regress that generator even more. It was really close to popping. I have 7 hooks by now, and they really didn't manage to do a lot of generators. I think they unhooked the Claudette pretty fast, and Jill was running into me. I wasn't undetectable or something. Not sure why she ran into me, but she got killed. I managed to down the Yui as well. And this time I actually had enough time, I think. No, I didn't have time because the perk just got on cooldown, the DMS. She waited for her spring burst, but the spring burst didn't do much there, and I actually managed to hit her. Nobody behind, I do that just in case. This generator has a lot of progress, and I can apply pop to it. I should have applied pop on that gen, but I decided to just go for the unhook and down her, because the other guys literally disappeared. They should have tried to take a hit or something, or take chase, and since they didn't do that, I killed the Jill. Nice death hot body. I think it was just funny, don't take it too serious. They were on the last gen. She lost the 50-50 here, and the game was pretty much done. I think I let the Claudette get the hatch. I usually do that. I don't really care about MMR that much. Maybe I should, since I get stronger survivors, but I'm not going to kill everybody. And I got my 4th win. We are on Redwood Forest, and we found the survivors pretty quickly here. I really like Little Pursuer. Is a very good perk, especially even after the nerfs to how survivors spawn. So now they spawn close to one another. I kinda messed up that bounce. It would have been interesting, but I don't think it would have hit since she wasn't really there. She came back to this pallet here, which is not very good since she didn't drop it. You can't spin me, boy. Chill out. I mean, you need to work harder to spin me. Sometimes it works, but most of the time I'm not that stupid. And we get our first hook and our first pain res and DMS. The build here didn't really have much to play with, and I'm vaulting for no reason. The match is almost done, and as you see, I had literally 2 hooks and we are at 2 gens left. The ace didn't drop there, very interesting, but unfortunately he lost the 50-50. I didn't wait for the cooldown on DMS, which is not very good. I should have done that. Unfortunately for them, I'm not exactly sure why was this ace healing the other ace. I don't know why they decided to heal on hook, but that ended up in ace getting to 2nd stage. The Kate here kinda got into a dead zone and she died. I managed to keep up the pressure pretty good, but unfortunately they did pop the last gen and I didn't really have any use for my pain raise that I had on Kate. And this is literally the end game. I sped it up for you. I'm not exactly sure how did I miss that launch there. He didn't really seem that far. And they beat me to it and I lost. This is my third loss. I left this match because it was kinda a weird match. As you will see, I think one of the players here was cheating, and I have the entire match sped up. And why do I say that it kinda looks like they cheat? Because the gen, the speed that they did all of the gens was really insane. Like I I think I played pretty okay. I managed to get my pop and my pain res and my DMS, but they still managed to do the gens extremely quick. Maybe they were just efficient or something. Unfortunately I did get auto aim there, so I couldn't do much about that. But as you see, they popped one gen. This one was also close to popping. I had to leave that person on the ground there since they were close and most of them were already weakened. Here, maybe if I played better, I could have actually gotten the hit on her as well. I knew she was there, so I shot just in case. They unhooked very quickly. I was literally next to them. I knew she was going to try to dispel my illusion there, my projection there, and they really tried to do this gen here. I'm not exactly sure if these were their 3 gen, but they did try their best to finish this gen first. And maybe I'm wrong or something, but because they actually played pretty good, the Sable at least was playing pretty good. She was looping main building very efficiently and I couldn't do much about it. But like as you hear, that gen is almost done. The gen on main building is also almost done. She decides to come for the save here. She manages to get a stun somehow. And I get auto aimed again, but she blunders and I manage to down her. I got another pain res DMS, but they're smart this time and they don't stick on the gen until the pain res does its regression, which is very good for them, not for me. I picked the Lara here in hoping that I could kill her and get her out of the game. Even after losing a survivor at 2 gens, well maybe not really 2 gens because the main gen and the gen close to me right now are almost done. Maybe I should have stopped and applied pop onto them. That would have made things easier for me maybe. She didn't have that hard. I teleport here because I knew she was there. Not exactly sure why they tried so hard to pop that gen. She failed to body block. I get another hook here. She was really close. I missed this shot. Maybe if I would have actually hit that shot, I would have had a better outcome. I managed to finally pop that gem and make it regress a lot more. She played kinda weirdly and I literally missed my projectile because of that. I really didn't expect her to get on my face. But guess what? She had adrenaline and I really didn't expect that. Fortunately, she didn't have much to play with and they open the gate and they leave. She was dead hook. I didn't know she was dead hook. If I knew, maybe I would have just killed her on a regular hook and not in the basement. But yeah, another draw. We are on our final match here. This was my 30th match. The match went pretty good. I managed to get 1 kill and we were at 1 gen remaining. I used all of my pain resist and things were looking good. I found the Fang hiding here. I guess they just decided to give up. So this was the experiment, whatever you want to call it. 30 matches of unknown. I didn't put all of the matches because I didn't record them with my voice, and doing voiceover for 30 matches is incredibly weird. I'm not exactly sure what was Disable doing because she didn't hear me. I was right behind her. But yes, you saw the stats were 40 loses, 30 wins, 3 draws, which is pretty interesting. You see, it's pretty balanced. I didn't have a lot of losses, I didn't have a lot of wins, but I'm not exactly sure this happened because I'm good at unknown, since obviously I'm not even after the head spawn here. Even after 30 matches, and I think I have 18 hours or something on unknown, he is close to my #1 killer with the most hours played. Obviously I only have like 1k hours on Steam and like 600 hours of actual gameplay split between survivor and killer, so like I have 400 hours on killer since I play more killers. But I think it is pretty interesting to see my progress. I think I got better somewhat, and after the update I'm going to do another 30 matches to see if the unknown is easier to play or it's not that big of a difference. So thank you for watching.